Welcome to another episode of the APX Podcast. I'm your host, Philippe Soriano, and today I have two special guests. And one came all the way from Laguna, and we appreciate you making that time. And one is from Quezon City. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Christine Levine. I'm the co-founder and head of operations of Axury Virtual Assistance. And yeah, I'm from Laguna.
Thank you for that.
Hi, I'm Micah Valeroso. I'm the head of human resources in Axury Virtual Assistance, and I came from here, from KC.
So, welcome to the podcast. I think before we even dive into your agency, I'd like to know who is Christine or Christina? Who is Christine outside the VA world?
I'm a traveler, I guess. Yeah, because I love to travel. I think when when I became a VA, it became like a habit. Since we can work anywhere, so it became a habit of having a travel even once a year. So yeah, and just a simple girl, a dancer. Yeah, that's my pastime. Like dancing, and a mother of 3 teenagers, and a coffee shop owner.
Nice. So where was the last place you traveled to?
The last La Union.
Very fun. And what about you?
I am happily married. I do have one son. He's already a teenager. He's 16 years old. And I'm also a coffee lover and I'm a coffee enthusiast. So I love doing nails and lashes as well outside of Axury and being a VA. And I'm a coffee owner as well and a co-founder of a salon owner here in the QC. And of course, all of us loves to travel.
You are a serial entrepreneur. You have a lot of business under it. And I can't believe you guys. So both of you guys are partners in the agency and also at the coffee shop, as you guys mentioned earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. So I'm assuming the coffee is great.
Of course. See you answers.
Unlimited coffee for your VAs. Okay, so before the agency, did you guys pursue a career as a virtual assistant, or did you guys get into the agency right away?
Yeah, we're VA first.
Wow. So what were you?
So I am an admin VA for starter. Actually, before being an admin VA, I was an ESL teacher. For kids, but I really don't like teaching.
So that was your corporate job prior to?
No, my the corporate job is actually a trainer, a process trainer, for 4 years for an insurance company. And then when I got the ESL job, so I did that, I think, every weekends. And then I took the guts to apply as a VA for a walking tour company in Miami. So I got that from Upwork, plugging. I got that from Upwork. And then, so from then on, I started being her VA just for 2 hours a day. And since it's at night, so I'm like juggling the corporate and then the VA. And then came a time that they're going to give me back or put me back to the night shift. So I choose the VA, so I resigned. I resigned from the corporate job and then started being a VA full time.
Wow, what a story. And what about you?
So before I entered the freelancing world, I became a cereal sales executive in a Royce chocolate store here in Manila. It's from Japan. So I worked there like 5 years and I juggle working as a virtual assistant as well. So my first work is real estate VA from onlinejobs.ph. And when 2014, and then when 2015 started, I decided to left my long-term career here in Manila and then moved to full-time in freelancing. So, yeah.
So you had enough with chocolate, huh?
Yeah.
Royce is actually one of my favorite chocolates.
That's right.
The taste is just phenomenal. Great story. And can you tell me about the time that you guys met and decided that, hey, let's put up a VA agency? What was the story behind that jive?
Yeah, we met at the event of FH Moms. It's a Facebook group or a social enterprise for women, especially mothers. So they had this one event in 2018.
2017,
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
way back 2017. It's like a year end party, and yeah, so that's where we started, and then we connected because I believe we had got the same interest and all that. Um, and yeah, so since then we actually even went to Baguio.
Yeah, to plan.
Yeah, to plan
Wow.
for the VA agency because the agency actually started with just like lots of clients already, like because they've been, so she has a client, and then one of our friend as well has another client that is looking for another VA, so they're like referring us to their clients. However, we're already full, like we've got like 5 clients already, so we can't handle it anymore. So since I was doing the training with FH Moms back then, I started doing a VA training. So I told them, why don't we refer the VAs from the training to your clients? And then, so we did that. We started with apprenticeship first, like offering apprenticeship first to these clients just to try if they can, already do it or if they're confident enough to work. And then it became successful because they've been paying already. So
That's right.
yeah, so that's why we went to Baguio. Spend that money. Right? So
That's
no,
right.
yeah, we spent some time in Baguio just to really conceptualize how we're gonna build the agency.
That's such a great
Yeah.
backstory. And I think this is one of the misconceptions about, I think VAs, aspiring VAs who want to put up an agency. I believe that a lot of VAs would love to put up their own agency, but the thing that they're missing out is clients. They'd come and set up an agency with no clients and then have a hard time looking for them. But in your case, you guys had a very good problem.
Yeah,
That's
And you
right.
guys came with a solution in Baguio.
Yeah, right.
I bet that was a good long trip.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice story. Very nice story. After Baguio, when was the official day or date that your agency came into fruition?
I think we started like 2019, and then we created, a Facebook page 2020.
Yeah, because that's the time that we registered the business as a
Yes.
partnership.
Oh, okay.
So,
So
yeah.
it was registered.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
Okay,
It is
okay.
in 2020. But then we have to re-register because we changed the name.
I see.
We changed the branding. So we are our company is called RMCVA Operations before, and then we changed it to Axury Virtual Assistance. So
Axury.
yeah,
Can you spell that out?
AXURY.
And
Axury.
Axury means?
That means, I forgot. No. That means luxurious partnership. So it's luxurious partnership because we help our clients grow their business by partnering with us.
That's a very nice
Yeah.
tagline.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So this was pre-pandemic.
Yes.
Yes.
So it looks like you guys were already set up for the pandemic.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And I believe that's the time that we really grow, because most of the clients are, venturing into online, like they switch to online marketing, and they don't know how to do it, or they don't have time to do it. So that's the time that our team grows, and so are the VAs as well. So
You guys have perfect timing.
yeah.
Perfect. First, you already have the solution. And now it was just perfect timing before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
Can you please share what were the hurdles or challenges when building your agency? What were the few challenges that came up during your build?
Of course, first with registration, because we wanted to make it straight from the start. Registration of our businesses, because it has to be registered with a physical office. Yeah, so it
Yeah.
takes us like a year to register it, and it came that pandemic hit us, so it takes too long, like in SEC.
Yeah.
But fortunately, we we registered it
Yeah, we're able
successfully.
to register it. And yeah, so since it's pandemic, we can't, like go physically to the office. You have to make an appointment and all that, and you're not available to go there. So
Yeah.
that's just one, the registration and the BIR registration as well, because that comes along with registering your business. So yeah, so that's one. Another hurdle is the system, creating a system for the company, because of course we started anew. We don't know anything about the business. We don't have a background of a business management, and so that's one process, or like that's one thing that we have to set in when we created the business. So gradually, we were able to set up a system. We're able to get some staff, right,
Yes.
to also transfer the system or explain to them. So gradually, we were able to get this processing, SOPs, and all that.
Wow, wow. And how long did it take you guys from day one to the time that
1
you guys
year.
started talking? Wow, wow.
Yeah, 1 year, because it's like trial and error. Trial and error. So since we're building a team, because it's really really fast when the team grows. Like you'll have like 10 clients in a week, onboarded 10 clients in a week, and that's a lot already. And so yeah, so gradually we're able to set up the system with the team, do the operations and the management team as well.
That's such a that's such a short time, a year, and you guys figured it out since then. So how long has it been? So you guys started 2017?
For the agency, we started officially 2020. So 3 years.
3 years ago. Oh, that's
Still, like startup, but
no, still good timing.
Yeah.
And to me, that's already successful.
Yeah.
And how many do you guys have under your wing so far?
40?
40 VAs.
Yeah,
That's
40
a-
VAs.
That's a big team. That's a big team. And what do you guys specialize in terms of VA services?
So we specialize in digital marketing, but the clients right now, the big chunk of the clients is social media management and engagement. So yeah, we help them with their social media profiles, pages, and also community engagement, like engaging with followers to increase more followers
That's
and to
nice,
get
that's
some
nice.
leads as well.
It's pretty much that's been in demand
Yeah,
ever since.
that's
But I
right.
think it's the businesses now are really considering it,
Yes.
especially considering hiring VAs to do that
Yeah.
type of work instead of
Yeah.
hiring their local employees over there. Yeah. The next questions are going to be towards
Yeah.
the types of VAs that you guys look for. So you are the HR, you're the partner HR slash everything that deals with VA onboarding and all that.
Yeah.
What do you look for in a new hiree?
Of course, at first, we are looking for a VA, who is willing to learn everything. Because when you say virtual assistance, it's a broad name. There's a lot of things that you can offer. So second, has initiative. If VA just wanted to work and just waiting for the client to tell her what to do, it will not work out. And third, of course, is trustworthy and hardworking. So trustworthy, it means that because the client cannot see you, you have to have an integrity while working because they wanted to get every sense of what they're paying for you. So you have to provide excellent services.
And do you have a screening process
Of
for
course.
new hirees? Can you give us a few examples of?
Before, when we started our VA agency, our first qualifications, you should have a course that you take from VA training.
So is this course provided
Yeah.
by? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have like a VA training. So everyone
She's a
that comes
trainer.
from the training
Oh,
is
that's nice. Okay.
referred to the agency if they finish everything in the
Yes.
training. So yeah. So that's one requirement. If you want to join the agency, you should finish the training.
And how long is this training? What the
One
course?
month.
Wow, wow. Is this like a pre-recorded course online that they could?
Yeah, yeah. It's online, and then it's all online, and then they just have to watch the videos, but they have like a hands-on training, like they have to
Okay.
do it. Like once you're done watching the videos, there is an activity that you have to do, and then you have to submit that, and then next training. And I think once a week we meet online as well to discuss, the tasks, the trainings, the topics for this week. So yeah.
And what happens to the ones that don't pass?
They can just repeat the training if they
Yes.
want. Some others they got busy. Some others they got a job already. So,
What's the success rate of having a course prior to them applying?
I think 80%, because not all who graduated from trainings, can provide an excellent services to the clients. Because if you do have a training itself prior to applying to a VA, you already have an idea how the VA works.
I love that strategy because I think you guys are the only, by far, from what I know, you guys are the only one giving a course that's already, I mean, prior to applying to your agency. I know this one agency owner, she did it a bit differently. She created an internship. So meaning I think it's a 1 month internship
yeah,
as well.
we have
And-
that too.
But that's after your course.
Yes, after the course.
I think that's what you're doing is filtering out. I think what
Yeah.
you're doing is way better. But I think everyone has their own process
Yeah.
and ways. And I think, like to me, the way I would consider, I think the course helps it a lot.
Yes.
For her, when I asked her about her success rate, she did mention that anyone who doesn't pass, they still get like a certificate that they've been trained on that specific skill. But the ones that pass, should take them on and should hire them, not really on the spot, but did go through like after the internship, it's like probationary period for their employmentship and that whole onboarding process. In terms of skills, okay, apart from the characteristics and personality, and what are the skills that you specifically look for for a new hire?
Basically, since we specialize in digital marketing and in social media handles, so we're looking for someone that knows how to navigate social media, of course, like LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Of course, when you are a social media manager, you should know how to create a content. You should know how to engage with the clients and the prospects. So those are the things that we need from a VA when we are hiring them. And we need a techie one, of course, and how to navigate computers, how to navigate LastPass, and VPN. So the clients will not be banned or will not be flagged in social media handles because we are located in the Philippines and most
Yeah.
of the clients are located in different countries.
And in terms of the clientele, are they mostly from which country?
From the US mostly.
Mostly,
Yeah,
okay.
most chunk of the clients are from the US, but we also work with clients in Canada, Australia, Singapore.
So you guys work on the night shift time zones.
yeah,
Yes.
most of the time. Yeah.
How is it? Okay, I think I have to direct this to more of a personal question. So how do you guys navigate, or how do you guys go through or handle the timings being a mother, traveling, and working at night? How
Yeah.
does that work? How do you guys juggle between those?
Well, for me and for the other mothers or the other VAs that I talk to, working at nighttime is most convenient because the kids are, your task or your task for the day, is already done. Kids are sleeping, so you don't have anyone bothering you while you're working at night, right? Especially, say at the graveyard shift, like you're working at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. That's the perfect time for mothers to work. When traveling, so as long as there's internet, good to go,
Good to
right?
go.
That's right.
Yeah, so yeah, for me, it's most convenient because all the errands in the morning are done, and then I'll just
Wow.
focus on the clients in the evening. So if you're gonna ask about sleep, no, what's that? Right?
Sleep doesn't exist.
What's that? No. Yeah.
We all lack sleep. I think that's the one thing about having an agency. Even if you're a VA, I believe you lose a lot of sleep, especially when you're a parent. I think a lot of the younger VAs are having their time at night since they're still single, no family, no responsibility.
Yeah.
What is the ongoing rate for that type of position for social media community managers or social media content creators? What are usually the rates that start from there?
So our starting rate, you know, the salary
Yeah, for VAs.
for
Yeah.
VAs, we start our starting rate is $4 an hour. That depends on the experiences and skills of the VA. So we increase that depends on the task and responsibilities and for the preference of the clients, of course. If the client needs, you know, a newbie or a starter, we offer $4 the minimum. We don't
That's
go
not
lower
bad.
than that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and for the experienced one, we offers $5 to $8 an hour.
Yeah, that depends on the skill set
Yeah.
that they're bringing in. So, for example, clients need more advanced skills, not just with social media, but with digital marketing. So, that's the time that we provide a different rate, like not $4, but yeah, 6 and up.
Those are very good rates, especially for entry levels.
Yeah.
In terms of, because this is quite an important, it's actually a challenge for most Filipinos. In your agency, is it a requirement that they should be good vocally in English?
Yes. I would say straight yes, because we're working with international clients. And communication skills is very important, even the oral, because that's your only communication with the client. I mean, that's where you understand what the client needs from you, and that's where the client will understand you, what you've done for the day, and your suggestions and all that. So that's very important. Communications.
Is it necessary for a VA to have an accent, or is it more important that communication is just clear?
No, I think accent is not really important. As long as you can speak clearly, you can deliver your thoughts clearly, that's enough.
That's very helpful because most VAs, especially the ones that are just starting up, they all think they need the
Yes.
accent, but
No,
they may have the accent, but they can't communicate their message clearly. So I think that's much more important. What would be your top 3 advice for newbie VAs?
Of course, number one, never give up. Not everyone fit in with the freelancing world, but if you have the eagerness and you have the goal, you know, to have a work online, you will be successful. And then the second one will be work hard, never stop learning, because the technology evolve very fast. So you have to upgrade and learn so many things.
Continuous learning.
Yeah, to stay in this kind of industry.
Yeah. And your last one?
Integrity. That is really important for me.
Love it. Love it. To me, that's number one, to integrity.
Yeah.
All right. Next question is towards you. What about for aspiring VAs who want to put up their agencies? What would be your top 3 advice?
Okay. Number one, create a system first, because, you know, that's really the first thing that you do. Like systems for how are you going to run your agency. So that includes the operations, the onboarding, and also payment gateways, right? You have
right.
really to think about it. How are you gonna do that? Like automate on the onboarding and all that. Because I think that's where the challenge came in, right? When you got so many clients and you don't have a system in place, or when you got clients already. So you started the agency, you got clients already, you don't have a system. That's where the problem will come in, right? And next is also be efficient.
Yes.
You know, because even if our clients are working overseas, it would still be like part of the credential of the company that you are registered here in the Philippines. So it's actually a good thing that you are registered
That's right.
legally. Yeah, you are registered. And there are lots of ways actually to really register your business, the easiest way. So maybe that's a different topic. Yeah. Yeah. But you can actually put up one corporation if you want. You can put up 3-person corporation if you have business partnership like us. We have partnership. I would just not. Well, yeah, if you are just solopreneur, you can start with what's that? What would you call that? The DTI thing.
Yeah, the DTI.
So you can start with that, but if you want to grow, if you want to scale up, do the corporation or something like that. And then number three, number three, collaborate. Yeah, because you can't really do it on your own. So you have to collaborate with a lot of networks, with other VA agencies as well. It's not really bad to like network with them. Just because you learn a lot of things when you collaborate with other people. So just like a VA, you also have to learn how to run a business. So like us, we
Yes.
don't have a business degree, don't have business management background, but we have with collaboration and networking with other entrepreneurs and VA agencies. So we learn a lot from them. We actually got some techniques on how to create our systems in place. So yeah.
Thank you for the wisdom. I believe a lot of VAs and aspiring VA agency owners would really take your advice on that, especially that part to register the business, because a lot of the agency owners I know are not registered, and there's no point. But I believe when you have like a team under your payroll, I think it's required. I think one of the important things is, does your agency, of course, the big question about taking care of your employees, right? How does the benefit fit in your culture? Is there benefits? Is there, when a VA wants to work with you, or is it still the same as the usual like VA? Is everything voluntary? What are do we get perks?
So I would say when VA is onboarded, they are considered as independent contractors. So that means they don't really have benefits, but we give incentives to them. They have birthday incentives, anniversary incentives. If they last like for a year with
Yes.
us, so they have like bonus or whatnot. We did before like HMO as well, but it's just like the lowest rate of every HMO, but they can use that. They have this prepaid
For 1
HMOs
year.
already that you can use for 1 year, and it's very useful. What are the other benefits or incentives?
We do have a monthly meeting, and then we do have like a strategy game
Yeah.
that we give them like raffle prizes
Yeah.
for coffee.
So yeah, we don't have those kinds of regular incentives,
Yes.
but we do give incentives to them.
That's actually good to know. You guys just, I mean, because everything is online and because we have a different way of operating and all the system, it's not the same as having a local business that has to comply with everything that dollar requires. But I think you guys sort of gave back through incentives, because most companies don't give incentives. And I think it's important to always get together with the employees and make sure that they're happy, because I don't think you guys are forcing anyone to work with you. If they're happy, the rates are 10 times better than working locally. So I think that pays off at the end. And plus, I think no matter what HMO that is, whether it's the lower tier coverage, what's important is you have one, because it's much better to have HMO with low coverage than no
Yeah.
coverage at all.
That's right.
Right? So I think that's more important. How do we contact you in case that we have clients that want your services, or we have VAs that want to apply to your agency? How do we contact you? Do you have a website, Facebook, and all that?
Yeah, so we have Facebook, Axury Virtual Assistance. So you can see that the logo is there. Yeah, it's just like, it looks like AVA.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we also have a website, same thing, AxuryVirtualAssistance.com.
We'll link everything in this podcast video, and we'll send everything. Actually, we're building your own profiles on our portal. So anyone who's interested in working with Axury, the VA agency from, is it registered in Laguna or?
In
QC.
Oh, in QC. Homegrown agency. Yeah. So anyone who wants to apply or take their services, you're welcome to. They can contact them through the APX portal. And thank you for making the time here, Christine.
Thank you.
And thank
It's
you
a
for making the time as
It's
pleasure.
a
well.
pleasure.
We hope to see you again in the future and to collaborate more. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.